Try it again.
Hi, two people. Oh, wait, four people. Three, four. Somebody coming back. They just had bad internet connection. I know. Happens to the best of us.
They saw me. They saw us. And it's like, ugh.
No, I was like, oh, let me go get me some popcorn. I will be right back.
All right. Ready?
Already. Yep, see, they came back. It's back at four. I told you. Internet. We can go to a different. Can I do that without you getting demonetized?
Yeah, you can do that song. You can do that one. We can go to a different atmosphere. Take me to this higher, different atmosphere. You ever played that?
Not the whole thing.
No, you be listening to Sophisticated Sunday?
Mm-hmm. Like I watch all of your videos, most of them.
Oh,
I be putting them on when I'm at work, listening to them, and then sometimes, like depending on the video, I be taking notes.
So you like the Spectrum Shorts?
I take advantage of the content that you put out.
Oh man, well damn, I didn't know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now that I know, I mean, Okay, what am I doing? Oh. All right, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing.
Testicles.
Testing.
Testimony. Testify.
All right, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing.
Testicles.
Testing.
Testimony. Testify.
It's time for me to get this polish off. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing.
Testimony. Testicles. Testify.
Amen.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing.
Testimony. Testicles. Testify.
Amen.
Okay, last one. Testing. Fool. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Testimony.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testicles.
Testify.
Testify.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Testimony.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testicles.
Testify.
Testify.
All right, last one. If we go to a different atmosphere. We'll have to testimony, testicles, and testify.
We can go to a different atmosphere.
If we go to a different atmosphere. We'll have to testimony, testicles, and testify.
We can go to a different.
Oh shit! I forgot Sam was here.
Right, she's so peaceful. Don't say that.
I know.
Hey, speak up.
She sleep.
I don't understand how she blind. It's so nosy, man. It's
She
like,
blind and nosy.
Yeah, like how you can't see, but you nosy.
I'm dead. She sleep.
I don't understand how she blind. It's so nosy, man.
She blind and nosy.
Yeah, like how you can't see, but you nosy.
I'm dead. That's always my response is I'm dead. Hey everybody.
Okay, what's it just? Amen. I think we should say some praise for that because that clearly was something. Saying hey back. Hello.
The electrician is
And
coming. Oh my God.
then God said, let there be light. And there was light. And it was good. It was all good.
All right. I had to remember to look there,
Okay.
even though we're more beautiful there.
You got everything you need. You need to, like, you know, kick a beatbox real quick while you freestyle or something to get yourself warmed up. Are we just gonna dive on in?
Mhm.
Dive on in. All right. I'm excited.
I am too.
We're gonna talk about Safari and Erica Mena.
Ugh. Okay.
Ugh.
I gotta start the show. Hello, everyone, and thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode of The Prayer Room. I'm going to be your host for today, Dr. Shakir, and I love Black people. And this is my co-host,
Leah, and I love Black people too.
That's your catchphrase. You ain't gonna come up with, you ain't got a good catchphrase.
I need a catchphrase. I didn't know that was your catchphrase. I didn't know we were doing
I just-
catchphrases. Yeah. I'm happy to be here, and my catchphrase is gonna be put some hot sauce on that. No, I feel like isn't that like a slogan already? I don't know. I don't have a catchphrase. That's my catchphrase.
What is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So we're getting into the first celebrity of the week, and that will be
Safari and Erica Mena.
why?
Because they just like announced. I didn't know they were still together. I don't keep up with them like that. The last I saw, they had broken up because he had cheated on her, but apparently they are pregnant. So yeah, that's why we're talking about them.
Is it his?
I would assume it is. I feel like I would think it is because that's a guaranteed check.
He got a lot of money.
I feel like he got enough. He stayed with some coconut oil on him and a fur coat in the summertime, so that some kind of money by that.
Do you think he's had songwriting royalties?
I was wondering about that. He might have a little check or two for a couple of songs.
Do y'all think a Safari has songwriting royalties?
I feel like he has a
Hit the skull emoji if you think Safari has songwriting royalties.
He may not have like Carrie Hilson type of songwriting royalty money, but he got a little something.
Okay. What's the first question?
Okay. What's their reaction to the pregnancy?
What's their reaction to the pregnancy? Okay.
Pink wig, dick ass. I feel like he wrote that.
All right, what's the reaction to the pregnancy? Okay, I got the card for cruelty,
Okay.
the card for strength, and the card for the magician. Okay, so Erica Mena has been trying to get pregnant for a while.
Smart. Secure the bag.
You don't think she could have secured it with Bow Wow?
Do you
I mean,
not
when
remember the Bow Wow challenge when he was pretending like he was on a private jet and that nigga was like on Spirit Airlines in the baggage area?
But I mean, you got to think about like when she was on Love and Hip Hop New York, and then she made her exit, and Mona was like, "I'm so happy that you got in a relationship with Bow Wow," and that was her exit because she was like, she made it.
What bag was she gonna secure with Bow Wow?
She got off Love and Hip Hop.
And then what she do?
I don't know what
She had to move on to a new bag.
Well,
That Bow Wow bag wasn't paying for that American Express bill. No.
okay.
Pink wig.
Okay. Oh, all right. No, but Erica Mena has been trying for she's been trying really hard to have a baby. But I feel like she's been having some difficulties having a baby. Uh I get that like she I want to say I don't think she did like IVF or anything, but I get that she just had issues conceiving. Um but both of them wanted a kid. He's been wanting a child. Um he wants a kid because he feels like he's ready for one. He feels like he's it's more so Safari that wants it. Safari who's feeling like, okay, it's time for me to just have a kid. Why haven't I had one? It can't hurt. My money's good. Um, and I also get that he wasn't trying not to have a kid either. Like that's how I hear him saying I wasn't trying to, but I wasn't trying not to. But I get that he was trying to, because he does want to. So he feels all those things at one time.
Okay, so he was shooting up the club, and if somebody got shot and hit, it didn't matter. But if it didn't. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. He was, he was like, "Look,
ski, motherfucker. Oh, ski, goddamn."
I'm gonna put it like this: if his sperm were bullets, it would have looked like Swiss cheese. He wasn't. He was not trying to. Well, not Swiss cheese. It would more of like, because it's so small. I guess you could. Well, then it would have been like one, like the shape of the bullet. Like I guess because it's like with it hard. Anyway. So anyway, all right. So this is something else. All right. So Erica Mena is gonna have a tough pregnancy. Like this is gonna be hurting.
I wonder if that's the spirits like agreeing with you, like co-signing, like, yep.
Okay, so all right, so they're out. Okay, so the cards are also saying that she's gonna have a difficult pregnancy. Not like it's just gonna be exhausting for her. Like hungry all the time, very emotional, really tired. I think this is gonna be more it's gonna be more burdensome on her body, and I do think that she's gonna have a healthy pregnancy.
Good, okay.
The baby's gonna be healthy.
Good.
But I get that she wants to be single. I'm feeling like she wants to either be in a power couple relationship, or she just wants to be single, and she's just like, I can do this on my own. So I feel like, let's see. I guess the cards are still speaking, because this is. Yeah, so Safari kind of has to step up and be. He's gonna have to be the mom in the relationship. He's gonna have to, and I see that he really wants to nurture the baby. I feel like they're gonna have a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I see him wanting to. I see this as their relationship could not go well if he loves his daughter more than her and just forgets. It's like
I can see
Erica can be jealous.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, it's just they're just trying to cooperate with each other as best they can, especially for the public. And Are they gonna try to capitalize off this though? Abundance, yeah. Princess is yeah.
Are they gonna have a Love and Hip Hop delivery special?
Erica Mena is conflicted about it. Erica Mena is conflicted about it, but she's gonna do it. If there's an opportunity, she's gonna do it. But I see her double talking about it, like, kind of like when she's having to promote it, you see her like happy and smiling, but you can just tell that she's not happy, that people may think that there's something going on in her relationship or that she's hiding something, but she just be swallowing her feelings for the check. She's like, I do feel some type of way about me having to promote myself and put this part of my life out here like this. I'm gonna do it.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's next?
How does Nicki Minaj feel about all of this?
How does Nicki Minaj?
Pink wig, pink gas, make them think fast. How does she feel?
I'm never gonna forget this. I'm never gonna hear this song the same now. I'm never gonna hear this song.
You don't sing her part like that. Look at what you just saw.
No, but I do my Fantasia impersonation now.
Which song?
Well, it's not exactly a song. It's actually when I have to talk about women and why they can't be married. And prayer is another thing I can talk about. All right, Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, she feels like she's like, this is all a publicity stunt. But she's like, this is a publicity stunt. She's like, I don't know why he's having this baby with her. And they don't even really get along. And she's like, they were made for each other. She's like, they were made for each other, but why would she do that? Like, why would he do that? But then she's like, but then again, it does make sense when you think about it. She doesn't think that they're going to stay together. She feels like Erica Mena is going to want revenge. Erica Mena is going to either want revenge on she's gonna want to enact revenge on Safari because he cheated on her, or she's gonna want to revenge cheat. And Nicki Minaj is just like, I just don't feel like a woman can deal with that. Like, she's like, I just don't feel like. She's like, I know Safari, I know how he is, and she's like, I just don't feel like he's somebody that changes. And she also wonders if he really wants the baby. Like, does he really want the baby? Like, did she, would he have tried to have gotten her to abort? Is he just smiling for the cameras, or she's just like, she feels like it's a publicity stunt. Like, yeah, he got her pregnant, but he didn't really want the baby. So now it's easy for him to just sit here and, smile for the cameras about it. She also feels like he's going to be, that he's going to experience some disappointment from having a kid by her because of the type of celebrity that both of them have. She feels like they're going to look goofy. And that they're not going, like, he's not going to get she's like, together they're not going to become a power couple. They're not gonna go any higher off from this. Like this was a stupid business move for the both of them.
Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, final question. Will Safari and Erica Mena maintain a healthy relationship? What's your favorite Safari song?
Bees in the Trap.
But you saying shit and it ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing.
Okay. Does Safari make music?
Yeah. Oh, he was performing it. I guess you never saw that clip of him performing in New York and they were booing him. And he was like pop locking on the stage or some shit. Yeah. Safari makes music. Does it make the radio? I honestly don't know. I'm gonna say yeah. But,
Hit the skull emoji if you listen to a Safari song.
Right. And what are Safari's fans called?
The Lion Kings.
Maybe. Would you be a Lion King?
I have to hear the music. I would give it a chance because unfortunately I mean not even unfortunately shit. I still listen to Kaya, you know.
Pickwick.
Okay. So are they gonna be able to maintain a healthy relationship? That's what does. Safari is worried about that because he's like, I don't think so. He doesn't think so. And he doesn't think so because he's like, I'm too emotional. Like he's sensitive and he's manipulative. It's like he knows that he's not always honest either. He doesn't always tell the truth. Like I get that he's charming, but I also get that he doesn't always he uses his charm to keep from telling people the truth.
I know a nigga like that dances around the truth.
Hit the skull emoji if you know a nigga that dances around the truth.
Tries to be charming in place of giving you the truth, like that'll distract you.
Are they having twins?
Ooh, I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm just asking, but
I don't think so. I don't recall whether or not. I think she said something about a girl. I don't know though, but I don't think they mentioned anything about any twins.
Well, maybe. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but it's something here with 2 kids. Okay, so
she does have a son from a previous relationship. Is that the 2 kids that you see? Maybe.
Okay, that could make sense, or he has a kid on the way or something. I mean, it's just like it's the cards. You know, it's like, how do we know? We don't have him here. You know,
right.
Got to watch it play out. If it does, you know, it's just speculation. And so yeah, the cards are pretty much saying that I get this feeling that they're not gonna stay in a relationship with each other. I feel like maybe 9 months after the baby's born, the relationship is completely dissolved. But yeah, I think that he's going to stay. They're trying to co-parent. They're going to try it, but I don't see it working. Erica Mena does have a temper, and Safari is manipulative, and he knows how to. I wouldn't say that she doesn't have a temper for no reason,
right?
You know, he can be dishonest, and she gets angry and to punish him. But I also feel like he's the one that wants them to be in a relationship because he's traditional in his mind. Like, if I have a baby by you, we're really gonna be together. I mean, honestly, it depends on how much notoriety comes from this. If their relationship is profitable, then they can stay together. If not, they're going to try to stay together for the sake of having a child. Hold on one second. They're going to try to stay together for the sake of the child. But I also get that what helps them to keep the relationship together is having money, being able to build together. They have a partnership that requires they can't just spend time with each other and lay in the bed and cuddle and then be separate from each other. They are a couple that when they come together, they have to be together for like the public. They have to go out together. They have to, look good together. She has to go out with her friends and he has to keep her looking good. If they can't achieve that type of relationship, they're not going to stay together.
Okay.
No!
Okay. Let's move on to the next. I won't do it to you. All right. We're going to do Matthew Knowles. Next out. Can you handle this?
I can't handle this. You better not sing that song lyric.
I don't think you can handle this.
I was going to start trying to sing something, but then I can't sing.
You do a little something. I heard you. Mm-hmm. You got a little up in there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got that Tierra Marie.
Yeah.
I got that
Got that automatic. Have you heard that? That's the jam.
Automatic supersonic hit.
I'll take it. Work my body.
Okay.
Melodic.
Okay. We finna talk about Matthew Knowles.
Yes.
And Beyonce's little sister.
And her little brother. And whether or not they're going to all come together and be a big happy family. And if she going to let Blue and Rumi and Sir meet their uncle and aunt that's about the same age as them. Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that.
You are hilarious. Hit the pineapple if you are getting your life. Okay, hit the pineapple if you are getting your life. All right. Okay.
We're going to actually talk about Matthew Knowles and this breast cancer announcement that he's made. And whether or not Tina put some roots on him or do some spell work.
Why would Tina have put a root on
Maybe she started it like back when they were together and it finally took a hold. Like she was like brewing it, and then bam, like
then all of a sudden she took that doll off that altar, put it in the graveyard, and said, "It's over." All right, let me see. So the Bishop and Lady May. So the Lady May put a root on Bishop. Okay, you watch Greenleaf?
A little bit.
Oh well.
Just a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, don't look me up and down. Cause I watch Greenleaf.
Okay, what's the first Matthew Knowles question?
Really, did Tina do some spell work to give him breast cancer? That's
the real fucking.
That's a real. I would like to know. Wouldn't you like to know?
Okay. Did Lady May?
Anybody like? Is that any type of energy like that he manifested back into himself?
Did Lady May? Did Lady May? Did Lady May deep fry her voodoo doll? No, Tina knows his hands are clean of this. She didn't do no work on this. Now these cards are saying that she actually loves Matthew Knowles. Like she's like, I think that she's gotten to a place where she's like, she loves him Christian hug, and that's the most that she'll allow herself to say about him, is that, there's a love that she has for him. She wishes him the best, and she didn't do that.
Don't put that on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. Because people gonna be like, I need some more to this.
Do too.
Anything with Tina knows.
Not even that, but like, did he manifest that himself? Like, is this karma or something?
She feels like she feels in some way she feels it's unfortunate. And she doesn't want to entertain the idea that this is his karma. Tina Knowles doesn't. She feels like, he ruined our marriage, but that doesn't have anything to do with our health. But she's like, he ruined our marriage. She's also gonna feel like she's gonna feel. She's like, if I outlive him, I won.
She wouldn't be the first Tina to outlive a trifling nigga.
You talking about Tina Snow?
No, I was talking about Tina Turner.
I know.
No, Tina Snow.
She wants him to. This is the thing. It's like, she's just like, look, I want you. She's like, with our daughters, I want you. And she's like, our daughters and our grandchildren, I want you to fix your relationship with them before you pass away, and don't leave that behind for me to like have to fix and to deal with. All right, so let me see what as my friend said, when you're doing these cards, when you're doing tarot, it's like an etch a sketch. So I gotta clean the board.
I like that.
All right, so I'm cleaning the board. So what caused this for Matthew Knowles? He's just getting older. He's getting older, and I also get, it was his diet. I feel like he has issues in his chest in general. I wouldn't be surprised if he has like, because of his diet. I feel like he may have tried to change it. He may have tried to have changed it. Like, he was, I guess you could say, really fat. I wouldn't say overweight, but just fat at one point, tried to lose weight. And I also feel like him eating spicy foods, greasy things. I feel like this. I also feel like he's been having heart problems as well. And he does feel like, in some way, the fact that it's in his, like, I think it's going to be like his left breast, where he's like, he has breast cancer. I do feel like I don't feel like it's malignant or anything. I feel like he can. I do feel like he's gonna be okay, but I also feel very strongly that he feels that this may be karma, because of how he treated his wife and his children, because it's affecting his heart.
Right, it's on the left side where his heart is. That's very interesting. Okay, how long has he known about this?
How long has he known about his breast cancer? He's been having problems like in his chest area. I think he's remarried, but his wife was the one that told him to get checked. So maybe this was sometime this year, either 4 to 6 months ago. I do feel like this was a recent diagnosis.
Okay.
And I feel like he's going to. I think he's going to be very. I think he's going to be okay. And I think that he's announced it at a time where he was like, I want to make sure that I was okay. I could get the surgery. Everything's going to be fine. Yeah.
Okay. Well, final question then. How will this impact his family? Like, is it going to bring them closer? Are they just going to be like, you stay over there and call me if you finna die? Like, how is this going to impact the family dynamic?
I can hear Beyonce. Daddy, don't you call me unless it's my funeral and you want me to sing Halo.
Now I'm picturing her singing Halo at the funeral.
Halo! and then the crowd singing.
They got the casket all illuminated. She in her single ladies outfit. Mm-hmm. Her black funeral leotard. I'd pay for that. I'd like to see that on pay-per-view or on Netflix.
Beyonce live at Matthew Knowles' funeral. She gonna perform for 30 minutes.
She gonna perform Daddy. Of course, you gotta perform Daddy.
That Daddy Lesson song.
You gotta perform Daddy Lesson song.
Oh yeah, Daddy. I know what you're talking about. What else would she perform? What would Beyonce perform at Matthew Knowles' funeral?
What would you like for her to perform? Is also a better question. What would I like?
I would like to see her perform. That Frank Ocean song, "I Miss You."
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good one. Nice fitting one. I was thinking of like "Get Me Body."
I think that should be at the repass.
Yes, there we go.
But she got to end with "Crazy in Love." She's got to end with "Crazy in Love."
I don't know. I feel like the perfect ending for that is "Daddy," that song from her first album.
Yeah. And she got to begin with a gift from Virgo to thank herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank me for coming here to sing for you, Daddy.
Mm-hmm. Because without you, I wouldn't be here to sing at your funeral. Did I answer the question?
Not really. We wanted to know if this would impact his family, and we just talked about Beyonce performing at his funeral. That technically is an impact, though.
Okay. They sending us to hell for what we just did.
I don't want to go to hell. That's all I'm gonna say.
Pray for us. Pray for us.
Please.
Pray for us. Okay.
Amen.
Amen. So. Yeah, so how this at this time they're trying to put everything in perspective. They've known about this for a while, and I get that they've been working on the relationship anyway, but I do feel like this is a situation where they're like, okay, well, he may end up leaving us. Can we can we really just set some of this behind us? Because I also feel like Matthew Knowles has been belligerent or unwilling to own up to a lot of stuff, and that has also created tension between them too. Yeah, that's what it's saying. True story, the Ace of Cups. They're all trying to dive headfirst into a new relationship with him. Okay. They're like, we're gonna walk into this blindly. Everybody's just gonna forgive one another, and we're good, right? We're just gonna make everybody's good, right? All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like gossip, but I like happy endings too.
Oh. So, are we praying for Matthew Knowles, or we're gonna send him to hell?
Go ahead and pray for Matthew and his titties.
I'm gonna pray for Matthew. I'm gonna pray for Matthew. Are we gonna pray for Erica Mena and Safari, or are we gonna send them to hell?
I'm gonna pray for them and for a happy pregnancy and delivery and birth and all that good stuff and coconut oil, furs in the summertime.
I'm sending Nicki Minaj to hell.
She wasn't even involved. The question was, were we gonna pray for Safari and Erica Mena?
Big wig.
Make a big class.
All right.
Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to Trey songs. Trey motherfucking songs.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I get it. I sound like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. I used to do it.
It's like, it's kind of like in your soul, you got kind of like bring it up about your gut.
Yeah. All right.
It's like part yoga. I believe in you.
Yeah.
All right, okay, but no. Serious, because Trey Songz has done some fuck shit.
What did he do?
Supposedly, he may have sexually assaulted at least one person. So I would like to know, are they going to investigate the rape allegations that Selena Powell made? Like she didn't, I don't think she went to the cop. No, she said that it was under investigation or some shit like that. But I'm curious, what's going to happen with all of that? Is that going to...
Who is Selena Powell? Because you're saying her name as though is she a politician?
No, there's one Selena I know, and that's Selena Johnson, and that ain't the Selena. Selena Powell's like some... I don't know what she does besides sleep with celebrities. So like...
Oh, okay. Well,
that's what she does.
All right. Selena Powell.
She giving the old...
Will they investigate rape? Will they investigate rape allegations by Selena Powell?
Right? Is this shit true? And if so, can we put Trey Songz under the jail?
The sex workers can be raped.
Hello.
Okay.
No, we don't all this talk about Selena. Now I want to hear some Selena Johnson. It's the remix.
Selena Johnson has a song called Another Relationship that I really like.
That's a jam.
Another Relationship. She had the part 2 too, and I ain't like it.
I don't think I heard part 2.
Hit the skull emoji if you've heard Selena Johnson's Another Relationship. I feel like my audience is gonna be hitting the skull emoji, but I don't feel like the 20-year-olds gonna be hitting that skull emoji.
That's for your older crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Like your 80s babies and
the R. Kelly fans.
Hopefully they ain't on this channel. This is not the channel to be on if you're an R. Kelly fan. So yeah, we're gonna put Trey Songz under the jail.
No, because I don't think she's telling the truth about this. I don't feel like he's going to be investigated. I don't feel that he's going to be investigated, perhaps because she's not going to pursue it. I don't even think that she's going to pursue anything civil. I do feel like this is a case of some type of extortion. I'm not exactly. This is going to piss a lot. This is going to be one. And people may try to use this incident. This is one of them things. This is one of them like, bitch, really, like you did this and you just gave people ammunition to start discrediting everybody else. Sort of situations, according to the cards. Because I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying about the investigation. If there will be an investigation. I get that. I get that if anything, if she keeps talking about it, there will be the opposite is going to happen. He's going to file something civil against her and perhaps try to pursue something criminal because of it, because of like, some false allegations. I'm not seeing. I'm saying this is as if they do investigate, they're not going to investigate for long because things are not going to add up, or there's not going to be enough information there. I don't see it as she's going to go to the police. If they come to her, they really may not find credible evidence to show that happened, or that like things they're gonna ask her to tell the story backwards. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if y'all gotta hang him by a noose just yet.
Yeah, let's hold on. All right. Has he violated a woman in the past?
Let's skip this question.
Because
I mean, it's just like, we just don't want.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's just skip this question.
We just gonna
leave that one. We're gonna leave that one because I have to think about that. Like I'm just like,
You don't want to be on that lawsuit list too.
No, I ain't trying to even touch. No, because it ain't out there. And
right. Well, more
we'll talk about it off camera. We can do it off camera.
Okay. Sorry. Well, more accusations follow this.
Okay, that's better. Okay, we can do it. We can do
that on.
We can do that. Okay. Well, more accusations follow this one. Okay, more accusations follow this one. No, but I get that he makes women sign shit. Like I feel like he makes women sign stuff.
Nigga, that's how R. Kelly got away with shit for so many years. Bitch, are we gonna have like a Surviving Trey songs in like 10 years from now?
No, but I mean, I feel like he makes women sign stuff to say like we never had sex.
Okay.
I feel this way. I feel like she may not be that lady may not be credible because she doesn't have an NDA. And he's the sort of person that is like,
if I put my dick in you, you gonna sign
this NDA. Like if there isn't one, like it never happened.
If you want this dick in you, you gonna sign this NDA. Gotcha.
You want it in your
sign this
NDA. Because this dick gonna be in your ass. That dick in your ass.
All right.
I'm gonna have a Surviving Trey Songz.
I would like to know that. Yes. Will there be a Surviving Trey Songz at any point?
I don't get more accusations are going to follow because of NDAs.
Gotcha. I'm not even gonna. Just gonna leave that alone.
Trey Songz needs to be more worried about appearing on Pornhub. Will there be
a sex tape? Would you watch it? I'd watch it. As long as it's consensual, I'd watch it.
It depends on who's in it.
I don't think I care who's in it. I'm at least start out watching it. I may not see the whole thing, but I'd at least start out.
Well, I mean, you don't know what type of porn it may be.
I know that, and knowing that it might be shemale porn, it might be gay porn, it might be heterosexual porn. He might be having sex with a midget. As long as it's not like a dog or anything like that, I might watch. I just went through a lot of Pornhub categories in my head.
It depends on the genre. But he should be more worried about that sort of exposure than a surviving R. Kelly.
So they've been
surviving Trey Songz.
They've been taping Trey, or Trey been taping himself. I like how you just indulge my random questions. What's a Pornhub category you wouldn't watch? I just named a couple of them.
I'm trying to think of one.
See, you can't. So you'd watch that Trey Songz.
That's true. That is true. That's true. I'm sitting like, yeah, that ain't one I wouldn't. I mean, not like it's like I just watch it because I'm like, whatever. Like,
right.
It's not like I'm gonna be aroused, but I'll sit there like,
I'm interested in what this is about.
What was I throwing cards on? Just damn.
Wait, it's gonna come back to me. It wasn't surviving Trey. Oh, does he record himself or was someone recording him? Since you said it might be a Pornhub situation.
He, like, if he records and he records himself. Like he records and he has the phone.
Gotcha. Okay.
And your face is gonna be in it.
My face. Oops.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it for Trey Songz. Anything you want to throw out there?
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, let's move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna
Too
move
much.
on
Too
to
much.
Nicole Murphy. Speaking of too much,
Nicole, bro. Why is she back on here, man?
bruh, she was on Wendy Williams' show talking about, darling, I apologize. It was just a kiss. Did you see that?
That ain't what the reading said.
Right.
The reading they say that.
It wasn't just a kiss. But anyway, since her appearance on the Wendy Williams show, some more rumors have come out. So we're going to investigate those rumors. Starting with, did she call the paparazzi to take those pictures of her caught kissing Antoine Fuqua?
Did Kris Jenner tell Nicole Murphy to call the paparazzi and take pictures of them kissing? Nicole Murphy did that.
Damn.
She did that. She did that. She told somebody to call them. Like it's like it's like it was like she didn't call them. She just told somebody to tell. Like she was like she knew who she told. She knew who she told, and it was like in a casual conversation. You know, I'm gonna be here and I'm going out to dinner with this guy I've been seeing, and she knew who to tell. So when they say that she told the paparazzi, they're talking about a sneakier way of getting it out there. Like if I'm, for example, if I'm friends with Tasha Johnson, let's just say Tasha Johnson, and Tasha's a publicist, and she works at some really important journalism firm where she works for TMZ, and we're friends. It's like me and Tasha are cool. I know Tasha's a gossipy ass person, and me and Tasha ain't cool like that, but we're like, we talk on the phone and joke with each other type cool. But I know that Tasha's messy. I know Tasha would throw me under the bus. So if I tell Tasha, girl, I've been going out and seeing this dude, can you believe who it is? Antoine Fuqua. Shit, we finna be at Bazzotti. You told the paparazzi, you know what she was doing. Okay? So
gotcha.
But Antoine wasn't in on it. He was not in on it. This was not something that he wanted to do together. But I also feel like he's lying when he's saying that he didn't. I do feel like he knew that the paparazzi were going to be there. I feel like for some reason I feel like he knew, and I don't. I feel like he's playing both sides of the fence with like the media. Like I feel like he's trying to. I feel like he's telling. I feel like he wanted the attention on him, and then he's saying he's blaming it on Nicole. I don't know, but this is a mess. So Nicole is disappointed that this got out and that she's taking the heat for it.
Even though she kind of instigated the whole thing coming out, but okay.
And that she's being blamed.
Okay.
And her ancestors are like satisfied. Like they've been waiting like get her back. Like they're like they've been waiting for her to get exposed for some of the stuff that she's done. They're just like, look, we've been telling you to chill out. Because they're like, you are
your pussy throwback and you know that?
No, she's just like, she's just she's like a bed bug. She go from bed to bed. Like, and that's how they're putting it. And they're just like, it's not like she's just anybody's bed, but it's like, that this person's in she typically deals with men that are in difficult situations that make it difficult for them to be monogamous or be public with each other. And her ancestors have been like just waiting to like get her. They were just kind of like, gotcha. Mm-hmm. Hopefully this will sit you down for a second.
Because we told your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. So this whole Wendy Williams appearance and this whole public apology, supposedly Eddie Murphy threatened to cut her off financially if she didn't make a public apology and kind of try to clean the whole situation up. Is that true?
Well, somebody in the chat asked if she broke.
Because what did she do besides get with wealthy men?
I didn't even know who she was until we was doing that reading, and he was like, that's Eddie Murphy ex-wife.
That's about it. I don't know what else she does besides show up.
Okay, did Eddie Murphy say that he was gonna cut her off? Okay, I got the Emperor, the Knight of Swords, and the Sun. So yes. Okay, so because of all the publicity that has, had been on, that is on her, I don't get that I do get that he has a disdain for it. Okay. The card for the Emperor, as you all can see, is speaking about him controlling her finances. And he holds the straps to her pocketbook. Or it's the straps to her purse and her pocketbook. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is it's talking about him. It's talking about him criticizing her, berating her. Essentially, I would say he's not financially abusive, but he did speak to her like a parent. The Sun card also represents for me, the Sun in. Okay, the Sun card in here has twins in it, so I see this Gemini. So there's some immaturity that we can like. He feels like Nicole Murphy's immature for what she was doing. He's like, you drummed up some unnecessary drama.
Yeah, that's some high school shit.
And they are battling back and forth about that because I get that they have a pretty that she got a pretty good divorce settlement from him, and he's saying he doesn't want to. He's telling her you don't want to mess it up. Like you know that you're getting more than what you should, and don't have my lawyers try to renegotiate. Like, and I get that she's coming up as a queen of swords, so she's she doesn't do well being a single mother. Like she is someone that can. She's supposed to be a helper or a healer, but she brings chaos. Like she brings chaos to families. Like she's supposed to come in. She could have been a good family therapist, but instead she does what she does, which ain't bad. I mean, if she's making money from it, she's still on Hollywood. Wait, that show ain't on air. Never mind.
That ain't been on air in a minute.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, moving on. Anything else you want to add to that?
I wonder what Nicki Minaj's butt is gonna look like when she's like 70.
What they got to do with Nicole Murphy and pink wig, big gas, makeup, big fat? What?
And when Wendy Williams is interviewing her
Mm-hmm.
at that age, like that's gonna be amazing.
Will Wendy Williams still be on the air when Nicki Minaj is like 70? Wendy gonna be like 90.
I mean,
I think she's gonna be older than 90, really.
By then,
No.
she's we're gonna be watching her on the Wendy Williams app.
Yeah.
And she's gonna have a Wendy watch. The Wendy phone.
My dog groaned off of that. He didn't hear her. She was like,
girl, who your phone with? AT&T? No, I'm with Wendy Wireless. Wendy Williams Wireless.
How you doing?
How you doing? At Wendy Williams Wireless, get unlimited talk, text, and gossip all you want for $10 a month. How you doing? All right, next.
Okay, let's move on to Malik Yoba. I used to remember him from New York Undercover. Did you ever watch New York Undercover?
No, but I remember Milk Dud from Empire.
He was supposed to be. He said something like he signed like a several-year contract. I don't know how many years, so I ain't even about to lie.
He was on the show called Alphas on Sci-Fi that I used to watch, and I enjoyed his character.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What was that about?
They were pretty much fake-ass X-Men. Mm-hmm. Malik Yoba always looks like a burn victim to me. Like, in his face. Like, he looks like he could be related to Seal. I know this rammed him, but
he always looked like a milk dud that came to life and just started walking around and talking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so Malik, I almost called him Malik Milk Dud. Malik Yoba. How sincere is he in his support of the trans community?
How sincere is Malik Yogurt? Malik Yogurt.
Milk Dud Yogurt.
How sincere is he in support of the trans community? His support. Okay, he's actually regretting. I actually get that there's a lot of regret around supporting, like his way of going about supporting the community. He was very passionate with what he said. He meant what he said. Mm-hmm. He knew that he was taking a huge risk, but he didn't. But the card for defeat follows. So he knew that he was gonna face opposition, but he didn't know he was gonna face. He thought he was going to face opposition for his ideas, not for who he is, not for the other questions that I know you're about to ask me. Mm-hmm. He's disappointed in people. He's disappointed in people not focusing on the right things. He's also disappointed in. Hold on, what more tea?
All right, post some notes.
He's disappointed in the Hollywood industry because he's like, why the hell can't I keep a job? Because you look like Milk Dud.
Because you look like Milk Dud. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How
Don't know. I see no Milk Dad on TV all the time.
Well, I mean, he could play in the Lego version of movies like Lego
His voice, yeah.
Lego Friday, Lego Menace to Society.
I would actually watch the Lego versions of those movies. I totally would.
Lego Set It Off. He could be Cleo.
Well, maybe depending on the answer to my next question, I'll allow it.
Lego Precious. He could play Mariah Carey's character. I'll be here for it.
Mm-hmm. I heard somebody jamming out
there. So the other thing, okay, so he's disappointed. Oh my God, he's disappointed in his lack of acting opportunities that are available to him. He's just like that's why he was doing this so he
could get back on TV. This nigga here.
I'm not trying to say he wanted to get on Pose.
But this nigga wanted to get on Pose.
Well, I don't think he would have been.
That was his way of trying to audition for Pose.
It ain't with the outside of his realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, gotcha. Anyway.
This nigga here.
He's upset because he's like, this should not. Are people focusing on the right things? Like, I don't think that people are focused on the right things. People are not listening to the right things of what is coming out of my mouth. I didn't expect this type of opposition.
I didn't expect for y'all to go digging.
And the reason I'm bringing this up is because the Tower card came up as well. And I'm like, okay, there's a crash and there's a fall. You know, it's talking about the fall of, he feels like he's a king. He doesn't have a high self-esteem. He also feels like his mind is out of this world and that he's a deep thinker. And he knows the secrets to the universe. He feels like he's also a very well-studied, like scientifically well-studied guy. He dominates in conversation. He can overtalk people. He's very masculine, but he does that. That's all to say that these things have worked against him. Like, in some ways, like I feel like he is a hard worker, but this all leads back to the original question, which is,
what the fuck is wrong with Malik Yoba? Was that the original question? None of this is surprising. You know, Malik Yoba gives me the vibe that he thinks he is so smart and so advanced thinking that he can bend a spoon with his mind, and he will literally give himself a fucking migraine trying to do it.
I've never watched a Breakfast Club interview.
I saw clips of it. I don't really watch shit. But okay,
hit the skull emoji if y'all like Malik Yoba. Hit the skull emoji if you think Malik Yoba is not a real supporter of the trans community.
Right, because did we really get to the root of that question? We understand his motivations for speaking and trying to express that support, but is he a true supporter? Or was he just trying to capitalize?
Is he a true supporter? He really loves trans women. Okay. Like, he was being sincere, like that he is attracted to trans women, but I don't know if this was for support. It's like the death card came out, the card for work. So I feel like and then the card for the Queen of Swords. So I feel like he's trying to revive and resurrect a conversation around him as an actor.
Gotcha. So he was using his actual true love for trans women to try to finesse some type of opportunity out of it, or at least spark a conversation about Malik Yoba. So someone would say, hey, let me put that nigga in my shit because people are talking about him.
Yeah. And he's doing this to to better sensitize himself to the community so he can start becoming a better supporter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Before I'm going to reserve my judgment until I get the answer to this next question. Was he really involved with teenage trans girls? Because young woman came out and said that she had been with him when she was 13, and it was very common for him to try to pick up teenage trans girls, and that he was a cheap motherfucker. I don't like cheap people, especially when they take advantage of other people. Don't be cheap.
I mean, what about I heard he stormed off the set of an interview because somebody asked him. Did he explain why, or
He's just like, we talked about this before fucking now. I don't know what they talked about, but apparently I guess he didn't want them asking him those questions about the accusations during the interview.
okay?
And that's when I knew Malik Yoba.
The car for the lovers,
No,
the car for luxury, the car for the hermit, the car for the Queen of Wands, the car for the Queen of Cups. Okay, there are a lot of women here in these cards. Malik Yoba has always been attracted to trans women.
were they of age is the question.
Just let y'all analyze the card for the lovers and y'all use y'all's intuition for what y'all take from it what you want. Just let y'all use y'all's intuition.
Let YouTube gotta give it to YouTube.
Yeah. Use y'all's intuition here. You know, look at the card for the lovers. I get that he's always been into trans women. And as far as like teenage trans girls, the card for the lovers is talking about he's always had a wife. Next question. I'm not talking about you all use your intuition, and because he stormed out the set.
Next case.
Talk about what the cards are just like. We don't want to talk about it.
No, that's it.
We
don't. That was the last Malik Yoba question.
Are we sending Malik Yoba to hell? Or we're gonna pray for him. I'm not gonna say either one because I want y'all to use y'all's intuition. Are we sending Malik Yoba to hell? Or we're gonna pray for him. Look, there's just some shit you just can't touch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I'm not saying he did. I ain't saying he didn't.
I ain't touching it.
I'm just saying that lady said that. And all I'm saying is that Malik Yoba has always had a wife and he's always been attracted to trans women. Okay?
And we're gonna leave that at that.
All right. I bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. I bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. All right, let me adjust this camera a little bit.
All right, we got one more to wrap up our hour. Did you say shit? They ain't saying nothing.
Okay, we got another 24 minutes.
Okay.
On the camera.
We got one more group to cover.
Oh.
Well, one more duo. Tiffany Haddish and Chingy.
We're gonna get it right there. It's the remix track stars.
Oh. Oh. Do what you gonna do. I like the way you do that right there. Okay.
I remember when I was first trying to do the chicken head, I was always like,
good old days, chicken head. What else?
Did you struggle to do it?
I did. I was kind of like a little funky chicken on them.
And then I remember I made this girl Tara teach me, and she was just like, she was like, put your hip into it. And I was like, and then one day
it just came together one day, right? Yeah.
You could tell me shit.
You don't learn the chicken head. The chicken head
learns you. Exactly. The chicken head learns you. Mm-hmm. And the heel toe.
I can't heel toe to save my life.
You still can't?
If someone put a gun to my head and said heel toe, bitch, my brains would be all over the wall.
I can teach you how to heel toe.
I would like to learn how to heel toe. I feel like that is like, I'm black. I need to know how to do that. I don't know.
Can you pancake?
Little pancake, a little bit. A little bit. You know, I be flipping it a little bit. I don't know. No, I can't pancake. I put a little bit of butter on.
So you were never in the you and the girls wasn't never.
No, we didn't. No.
Hit the skull emoji if you know the dance. You did the pancake, the heel toe, the chicken head. You did that southern dances.
Not bankhead bounce.
They call it.
I can bankhead bounce your grandma.
Did you ever hear people saying like they call it the monastery in St. Louis?
No.
You ain't never ever hear people always hearing it when they was talking about the chicken head?
No.
They call it the monastery in St. Louis.
Very interesting. Negro dance tidbit. I like that.
Somebody said they're a trash dancer, won't even pretend. I'm decent. I'm a body roller.
Baby. I love me a little body roller.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Put on Sierra's body party. I'm going to slide across the floor.
A little hip action. Get this hip jiggling a little bit. Yes. Okay.
They couldn't see the ass cheek on the camera.
This one. I isolate one and then I try to isolate the other one. All right. Tiffany Haddish
and
Chingy. Were they ever sexually intimate? How was the dick? Was it good? Did the outside dick keep them hoes sick?
Did Tiffany Haddish give it what she got for a poke chop?
Did she let Chingy put his penis right there?
What if she had a moment like Winter Santiago where she thought she fucked Chingy and it was the bodyguard?
But like seriously, Chingy was like, "You never fucked me. You fucked my brother." So
wait, he said that?
Yeah, he said we never hooked up. You used to hook up with my brother. I didn't want to tell your business, but since you put me out there, so I'm curious. Okay. Maybe Chingy don't remember.
Okay, let me see.
Or Chingy didn't want his brother to find out, or maybe she just thought she was fucking Chingy and it was Chingy's brother.
He lying.
Ooh, Chingy.
He's lying. He's lying. And she has had sex with him.
Why is he lying? What you doing? Nothing, chilling at the Holiday Inn. Who you with? And my piece, won't you bring forward your friends?
He feels like she was trying to use him as like the butt of a joke, and so he's like trying to get her back. But at the same time, like he ain't lying either.
Okay.
Hit the skull emoji if you understood what I'm saying.
That's me hitting the skull emoji.
Somebody said, Chingy? Chingy? Question mark.
Come on, Chingy was cute back in. Is Chingy still cute? I like Chingy still cute now.
Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. Every time I try to go, something keeps telling me that everything gonna be all right.
Chingy has minutes. A couple minutes. Okay. We're gonna ask a little bit more about Chingy and Tiffany, or we're gonna go ahead and move on.
What else you want to know about Chingy and Tiffany?
How was that night that they, or maybe it was more than one night, I don't know, but how was their little encounter?
He enjoyed himself and he was very satisfied. He doesn't quite remember it, but then after that, there were multiple encounters in her mind, but there was only one encounter.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because the first one was definitely Chingy, but his brother found her very, very attractive at the time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's stay on Tiffany Haddish.
I feel like
Move away from
Tiffany
that.
Haddish was in high school, and I feel like he was like in high school. I feel like she was maybe like 17, and he was like 20. I don't. How old are they? Is there a big age difference between them?
That I do not know.
Oh. Chingy a Pisces?
Mm-hmm.
If Chingy, let me see what Chingy's astrology is.
Let's find out.
If he a Pisces, he lying.
Ooh. Chingy. Jingling. What's throwing that jingling?
So what's Chingy's astrology?
He's a Pisces.
He is a Pisces. He lying. I knew it. I knew it. See, I knew it. Chingy. I was like, he a Pisces. Shit. Thank you, Alexandra. She said you are so good. Thank you. I was like, okay. I was like, Chingy, that sound like some Pisces ass shit. Cause I'm like, that you did. You did. All right. Anyway. Who's next?
What's
next?
Yeah, Tiffany Haddish. We're still on Tiffany. What's her real relationship with Kevin Hart? Are they really friends? Are they just like cordial for the sake of business? They just want to get some good money together.
They're cool. They're friends with each other. They're friends with each other. But I feel like it was just. I feel like it's a friendly reconnection, and I feel like they've always kind of sort of been in the room with each other or seen each other out and about. Like I don't feel like they've been totally disconnected. I feel like there's like a local, like they have a local connection together. Like they were in the same city for a few years. She was doing her comedy shows, perhaps, and he ran across her a couple of times, whatever. But they're cool. They're friendly, and I do feel like there's a lightheartedness about both of them exposing each other. I do feel like this benefits to both of them, and he's kind of like, oh, it's cool, whatever. Like, I ain't too mad, but that wasn't me. Like, I do feel like he's being manipulative about it.
Okay, and finally, as we wrap up Tiffany Haddish, how does Beyonce feel about her?
How does Beyonce feel about Tiffany Haddish?
Yo. According to Beyonce, if you want to party with the queen, you got to sign a non-disclosure. Inspired by Tiffany. As Tiffany signed some non-disclosures.
What is Beyonce's opinion of Tiffany Haddish? The Tiffany Haddish, I feel like Tiffany Haddish talked about Beyonce's business. I feel like she told some of Beyonce's business or told something that she wasn't supposed to tell.
You remember the whole biting incident that she started in the media when she said someone bit Beyonce?
Oh shit. But I get Beyonce's one of them people that you can't even tell what Beyonce likes to eat. Like you cannot talk about Beyonce with you can't tell nobody nothing about Beyonce. You can't even confirm that's her birth date. Mm-hmm. That her birth date is September 4th, 1976. September 11th, 1976.
1980. It's supposed to be 81.
Oh. Because I was remembering Give Me Body, and I was like 9, 4, 7, 6.
Did she say 7, 6?
Should I fucking know?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
She said a whole bunch of them. Man, I'm not.
I'm gonna put this on when you see me in the dress. I'm gonna give
I can tell you how many times Kaya said the word pussy in my neck, my back.
How many times?
I'm not getting into it.
Oh.
Here, this the first person. I'm just playing. We're gonna run a sweepstakes. Okay. All right. So yeah. But no. Yeah. She's like verbal. It's like verbal vomit. Like it's just. Because I was about to say something that's so like small and so petty. Like that Beyonce feels like. She's like you ruin. She's like you ruining stuff. Like for me. Like you doing too much, talking too much, saying too much. Like because it's Mercury and Sagittarius here. So, and it's reverse. This is Tiffany Haddish needs to, she's like in the future, Tiffany Haddish needs to pay attention to the things that she says when she's talking about me. Because she doesn't know that there is a perfectionist image that Beyonce wants to have where she really wants her news scrubbed clean. She really doesn't want anything negative posted about her, like at all. Like not even for her to be no speculations, nothing. Even if she comes out looking like the hero, she's like, I'd rather not even don't put a story about me being in conflict with anybody out there. Like that's just it's the way she's looked at it is really she took it there in her mind, but she didn't say anything to Tiffany Haddish. And mainly her husband is cool with Tiffany Haddish. She's like, that's my husband's friend. Mm-hmm. Like that's how she feels. It's my husband's friend.
Got you. Okay. That's it for Tiffany Haddish and for this hour. Is there anything that you'd like to throw out there?
Don't.
No.
Don't do the song. No.
What song?
Well, the only other thing that I want to put out there is that I want to send President Donald Trump to hell.
Can we send him to hell with gasoline draws on?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I also want to send Jocelyn Hernandez to hell
for her Puerto Rican princess
for her stint on Married to Medicine. Her cameo appearance, I want to send her to hell for that. I want to send Quad from Married to Medicine to hell, just to be petty. And I want to send Shawnee O'Neal to hell, but you already know that you have a special place in hell. Like I already feel like you know that Satan has a reserved seat for you, like because of the stuff that you created.
At least you in VIP,
girl. We'll be right back. We'll be back, y'all. We finna do an outfit change.
We need some intermission music. Ay.
I'll play some.
Woo, 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 woo.
Well, you can get ready in rooms from across from each other. You can get ready in the bathroom, or I can get ready in the.
Can you mute the microphone so I can talk about my personal business again?
Oh my God! I thought you wanted some. Oh. We're gonna be right back, y'all. So just hold on. Give us about 20 minutes. We gotta change our outfits, drink a little bit of water, and we hope y'all been enjoying the show. We're back, guys. What the hell? Damn, I'm mad as hell. I don't even think that thing was recording us.
What?
I thought we were getting recorded, but I guess not.
Uh-oh.
I should have checked. All right. Well, here we are. You ready?
Ready.
All right. Hello, everyone, and thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode of The Prayer Room. I'm going to be your host for today, Neg Zoe, otherwise known as Dr. Shakir, and I love Black people. This is my co-host,
Leah, and I'm a Black person, and I like to be loved.
All right, we all Black love over here. Black love everything. Hit the skull emoji if you love Black love. All right. So, who's gonna be our first person on our prayer list for today? Clicking my heels 3 times. No Cardi B.
No.
No Cardi B.
No. One more time for good luck. All right. Speaking of Black love, let's get into Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott.
Oh shit.
Black love.
I thought you said about to say Carly Red. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott is Black love?
No, I was being sarcastic.
I mean, tell us in the comments. Do Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott count as Black love? Let's have a discussion in the comments. Does that count as Black love? Let's go.
I'm curious if that counts as Black love for y'all. All right, so why did they break up?
All right, so why did Kylie Jenner? Are they really broken up?
Supposedly, that's the rumor. That's the what? Didn't they put out a statement saying that they were broken up and they're gonna co-parent together for the sake of their kid that Kylie had with that bodyguard?
All right, are they really broken up?
Are they really broken up?
Okay, I got the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is talking about them. It's talking about their relationship, and it's talking about them restarting a new relationship. I get that they have been living together. They have been trying to do a family relationship. I get that in a previous year, they were the Ten of Cups, where they found they found stability. Kylie had the family that she wanted. She had the image that she wanted for a moment, and now I get that they are. The One of Cups is here. It's a new cycle. The card for peace follows. So I do get that they want to co-parent with each other. I do get that they are still having sex with one another, and I do feel like they are trying to unravel the frienduation marriage ship. They're trying to unravel it and do it neatly. I also get the card for art, so I feel that Travis Scott is going to use in his music. He's going to use her as his muse, or the downfall of this relationship. He's going to talk about it publicly via his music. Okay. Okay, their relationship ended because he didn't want to make it work. He wasn't feeling it anymore. And I get that he was making it work because he needed money, he needed notoriety. And I feel like it was a lesson that he was teaching his girlfriend. I feel like for him, he knew what was going on. He knew that it's almost like he was like, I'm using her. I know I'm using her. I know what this is for. He fell in love with her because he thought she was nice. He liked that she was helping him. But once he found he's acquired his own fan base. He has his own footing. I get the death card, the card for indolence, and then the card for debauchery. So she wasn't looking at the situation clearly. She was thinking that he could have been a soulmate for her, at least for a long time. She wanted their relationship to to be different from her sisters. She wanted it to be for them to be able to be in public with each other, for him to be the best at what he does, she's the best at what she does, and for their relationship to be impervious from them having any breakdowns. But I get that his heart wasn't really in it. And I'm saying that for him, he had, he's a dreamer. He likes to spend a lot of money. He likes food. He likes sex. He likes things in excess. But being in a relationship at this point in his career with her is not exactly what he wants.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So since they're kind of on a break or whatever, they're trying to unravel this thing and figure it out. Does she want to rekindle things with Tyga? Supposedly, it was rumored that she was at his studio at 2 a.m., but she said she was just dropping her friends off.
I mean, wasn't she underage when she was dealing with Tyga?
Hella underage. When she like 16 and he was like 20 or 20 something.
This must have been in Georgia. She must have been living in Georgia.
They were in California.
He should have been in jail. Well, yes. Maybe they weren't having sex.
I don't disagree.
No, she was there for Tyga.
Ooh.
She was there for Tyga. I got the card for the devil, the card for the magician, the card for love. She was there for Tyga. And she's a hopeless, I don't want to say a hopeless romantic, but like right now she's like trying to find love in hopeless places. She's looking for a rebound. She's used to being in a relationship. She's used to having a partner. And she's trying to find another partner. She's like, well, things could have worked out with Tyga. Right now, in the words of Gio Lambert, Tyga is going to be a placeholder for her. If he deals with her, but she's going to be a placeholder for Tyga. Tyga's not, I don't get from these cards that he's really entertaining her. I get that she's trying to, there's an icebox where her heart used to be.
She's so cold.
In the morning. Oh, shit, wrong song. Oh, there's an icebox where my heart used to be. There's an icebox where my heart used to be. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Oh, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. All right.
Work this out, but I'm trying to turn.
You're gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah. That was a cut.
They had sex, and it was a disappointing experience for Kylie because it was missing that magic. Like she had gotten used to having sex with her partner. She and her partner's Travis, but it wasn't what it needed to be for her. It felt she was looking for a passionate, very passionate experience, something where she could just fall in love. But this is a shoe that doesn't fit right now. Her ancestors are coming up in the reading, and her ancestors are coming up in the reading because she is abusive to her boyfriend because she surveils him a lot. Mm-hmm. And she manipulates him emotionally. She does things she tries to get him to focus on her. Like at this point, they do have, they have this child together, and he just wants to co-parent. But she's also the sort of person that is inclined to say, hey, I'm sick. I'm in the hospital. This is going on. You need to come see your baby. Da, 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 da. Make sure you check on me. Make sure you check on him. And she's a billionaire,
I have a question that kind of ties into that. Considering the fact that she's a billionaire, why is she so fucking codependent? Like, first she had Jordan, she fell out with Jordan, and I guess, like, she lost her best friend and her soulmate or whatever, and so she latched on to Travis Scott. And now that her and Travis are on the outs, it's like, let me bounce back to Tiger. Like, why does she not like being alone? Does her new face scare her so much that she can't be by herself?
I don't even know the difference between any of these Jenners. Like, I promise you, I'm probably gonna get this wrong, but Kylie Jenner. Never mind. I don't know the difference between them. Okay.
I know Kylie because Kylie is young, but she got an old lady face because she done had so much fucking surgery. That's how I know Kylie.
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you what she looked like from any other person on Instagram. Like if she was on like a Fashion Nova ad, I'd be like,
you wouldn't think that's Kylie Jenner. You just be like, okay.
I can't tell you anything about this woman other than she like Jordan Woods kissed her dude, and that was it.
She didn't even kiss her dude. She kissed
yeah, that's
the other one.
Yeah.
Clearly we don't keep up with the Kardashians.
Chloe, not Kendall. Okay. I got the Princess of Dis, the card for virtue, the card for gain. So Kylie is a very masculine lover. She can be the man in her relationship. I do get that she has the ability to wear the pants, but she is very feminine. I feel like she's someone, because she's coming up as a Princess of Discs. I feel that Kylie is someone that she doesn't feel like there's ever enough love in her life. And I don't ever feel like she's going to feel like there's enough love in her life. I feel like she has a complicated relationship with her dad. Okay, the Tower, wealth, the ancestors. At this time, her ancestors want her to grow her wealth and to help other women grow their wealth. But she's not doing that. It's like they want her to create a group of other women that are billionaires for them, so things can change. She's supposed to be a part of like a tremendous shift in like women's empowerment and changing the financial the economic standing of women, helping women to break the glass ceiling. Mm-hmm. But she can't do that if she's trying to get married. She's going to compromise her assets and her influence. And so she's working against it. And she's going to try to have another baby. I do get that she's trying to have another baby. I don't know about who, but
she wants another baby though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I see another baby coming. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Last thing for those two. Will she and Travis get back together? Is that going to be her other baby daddy? Or is she going to have a new baby daddy?
She and Travis Scott get back together. I feel like she's got another baby by him on the way, but I don't feel like they're gonna. I don't see them getting back together. No, I don't see them getting back together. But I feel like she's got another baby on the way, and no, they're not getting back together.
Okay. You want to tell us if she really do got another baby on the way? Or we're just gonna let that play out.
Let's see. Does she have another baby on the way?
Is she pregnant?
I feel like she does. I feel like she does, and I feel like it's by that guy, Travis Scott. I don't feel like she's. I just. This is what the cards are saying. So we can just see how it plays out.
All right, we'll find out eventually. That is it for Black Love power couple Kylie and Travis Scott.
Black Love.
Do you?
Right. It's supposed to be a heart, but.
Gotcha. The black power face into a heart. Okay, I can fuck with that. Do you have anything that you would like to add?
They going to hell. You going to hell. And Tiger, you definitely going to hell.
You going?
All of y'all going to hell. And Travis Scott, I don't know why I'm sending you. I don't even know who you are. I don't even know if I know a song by you.
Don't you open up the window? Don't you dare.
Okay, I've heard that before.
Okay, I figured you had to at least know that one.
Poppin' pills is all we know.
There you go.
Okay.
You still sending him now?
Yeah, because I thought you was gonna sing. You said he was gonna sing that song, that booty, that big old booty.
No.
Mike Tyson that booty. Toot toot. All right.
Okay. We're gonna move on to our next Black love couple.
Okay.
And while we are on the subject,
Travis was accused of rape a while ago. Wait a minute.
Go back.
So if that's true, then that's a good reason. I don't know if it's true. Wait.
We're gonna go back to Travis Scott now.
What? He was accused of rape?
Who did he rape? Like, what's up? What are the details about this?
I ain't never heard. Yeah, I ain't never. Well, I mean, I don't never hear anything about him. So.
Is you gonna ask me cards?
We'll come back to it in part two.
Okay.
Tune in next week. Let's save that. Okay, we're gonna save that.
I'm gonna write that down because I would like to know.
Who next?
We are gonna move on since we are in the Kardashian Jenner wormhole. We are going to move on to Malika Hawk and OT Genesis.
Malika Hawk. Is it Hack?
I don't know.
Huck. Hakwa.
Haku.
Haku. Yeah.
I've been getting to the money.
Everybody mad.
Same old nigga from the block. Is she pregnant for a storyline? Same old nigga with the.
She's on the show.
Kinda. I don't know. Or is she trying to get on the show?
I don't know. Shit.
We don't.
Somebody came up and somebody put these questions in my comments. I mean.
I like it when you guys put questions in the comments. You
Please
guys come up with good questions.
Keep coming up with y'all's questions. Like, keep putting them in the comments. If you got a celebrity that you want me to read on, put it in the comments. Also, if you got a celebrity that you want to want me to read on, you can text my number. You can text me at. You can text me at, what's my number? You can text me at 901-350-0602.
Who's Mike Jones? I'm sorry.
Bitch. I cannot. All right. So did she get pregnant for a storyline?
Yes.
The Wheel of Fortune, the Card for Power, the Card for Abundance, the Death card. Okay. So the first card is speaking about a change of tides, meaning that she's someone that's in and out of the media. Or she's in and out of the public's consciousness. Like, she's there. Like, sometimes you see her, sometimes you don't. So I guess I'm keeping up with the Kardashians. Like, sometimes she makes a cameo appearance, sometimes she's not even there. And I feel like sometimes she's within those pop culture circles, I feel like she's sometimes talked about and sometimes she's not. But this is a time where she does need to be talked about. I get the Card for Power. So I get that she's reached the pinnacle of success in her career. Now, this is not about the types of jobs that she has. I just get that with everything holistically in her life, she's at a place where she needs to have a kid. And I feel that the Card for Abundance is here. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of financial benefit that she gets from having this child. I see some type of short film, short story, limited series or something that comes from her having this child. And I don't feel like it's going to just be thrown under the rug. I do get that she's going to try to capitalize off of having a growing family. I do feel that. Now the Death card is here, and it's talking about the end of her career, or this being like her bowing out. I think this may be one of her last times where she can use her personal life in this way to garner attention. The next card I get is a card for the Fool. So I get that this is to her ancestors are wanting her to go back to school and to get into to get behind the camera, to start to get behind the camera, and she needs to be more assertive about trying to acquire executive producer, creator of a show, showrunner positions. And they're saying that rather than her trying to be in the spotlight, she needs to try to turn the lens onto other people that need to be in the spotlight. And I also get that they are saying that she's supposed to be married to someone who produces film, who produces in television. And that would really help her out. But in terms of her having this baby for a storyline, no, I don't think that she had this baby for a storyline.
Okay. Did she get pregnant because the Kardashians are pregnant, or because a lot of them had babies recently, so she kind of felt left down?
Black love, y'all.
Black love.
Okay. It's the Emperor, the Prince of this, the Ace of Wands, the card for truce. The paternity of this baby is up for question. I know that was one of the questions, but these cards are also indicating the first pool is the paternity is up for question, and it's between two different gentlemen. One gentleman that has money and the other one ain't got no money.
So she was trying to get to the money,
and everybody mad.
She gonna be really mad if it's the broke one, baby.
Judge Lauren Lake, we need you. Lauren Lake, where are you? I just need her to say, I can see the pain in your eyes. Is there anything you want to tell the court? But no, I'm saying here that the paternity of her child is in question, and it's what's the original question?
Oh, right. Did she get pregnant because the Kardashians are pregnant, or they had a lot of them had babies?
No, I just get that she was dealing with two men at a time. But really heavy dealing with the guy that has more money.
The guy that had more money probably didn't have the best dick. That's what I'm thinking.
That broke dick get these hoes sick.
Listen.
I like it like that. Section 8 on my back. He working that cat. Slow motion daddy. Slow motion daddy. Slow motion daddy. Keep it slow motion daddy. All right. I like the Rashida version.
I don't think I've heard that.
You ain't heard Rashida and Nivius?
I've heard say something, but
she one of the lines is like, he like it when I bend this thing over, because I'm gonna make it spread like the head of a cobra.
Don't talk to me no more. I don't hear you quote no more songs.
I know all the trash ass. Like, where the hell did you get these lyrics ass songs, man?
That's that is only a Georgia rapper.
People be thinking, man, one time somebody got on my damn live and they was like, are you a fan of Cardi B or Nicki? No, they said, no, I did a Cardi B reading. It was like Cardi B versus Nicki, and they said this reading seems biased. And I'm like, nigga, I don't listen to these people. How about
this is Lakaya reading it, maybe a little bit
exactly
biased.
Yeah. All right, but okay. All right, so is this all right? Did she have it because of a Kardashian? No. She didn't even really want to announce the pregnancy, but I feel like she had to, given the circumstances of the paternity of the baby may be up for question.
So she don't know who her baby daddy is. She's not 100% sure, at least.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are 100% sure, but I mean, there was definitely a cross up in the window of conception.
I'm all for, getting your freak on, but don't double dip without covering one of those scoops up. That way, if you get pregnant, at least you know who knocked you up. Don't let everybody shoot your club up.
You ain't seen that paternity court when those two white women went to their sex club and one of the women got pregnant and it was one of them honeycomb, one of them honeycombs fell. But where those two women went to their sex club, one of them got pregnant, and they was all in the open. They was in an open relationship with this married man. And,
I've heard of something like that before, but I've never seen that paternity court episode.
And the judge asked if they use a condom at the sex club, and they was like, "No," and they didn't know who to.
Don't let just anybody shoot your love up. Get your dick, but like wrap some of it up. So
that anonymous dick got the whole sick. Like
no.
Let me stop. No. All right.
Okay, there was a final question from Malika. Someone wanted to know, why does she continue to play the simple-minded dumb role?
She got to be on this TV show if they asking that then. God damn it, I don't even really want to ask this question. Dumb as fuck. I'm not going to spend that much time on it because I really don't know if she on the show or not. So, why does she do it?
Because that's where
I don't from. I don't feel like she's playing.
Oh.
I don't feel like she's playing. I do feel like there's just this bubbly airheadedness. I do feel like there's a sort of intelligence that she has, like a witty. There's a wittiness that she has about her, but I don't feel like she's. I don't feel like her gullibleness is a facade. I don't feel like she's being gullible to fit in.
That's just her. That's how she rolls. Okay.
You know, the Kardashians are a sorority.
And you gotta fuck a black man to get in?
Yes. You have to fuck at least one black man. And Malika Hawk.
You gotta fuck a black man and Malika.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was gonna say Malika Hawk fuck the black man.
Oh, okay. Well, while we're on reality TV,
see, I couldn't become a Kardashian because I ain't never fucked a black man.
I'm a Kardashian a couple of times over.
All right.
Edit this out because I want my mama to think I'm still a virgin. Okay, while we're on the subject of reality TV, let's segue to Evelyn Pussy Poppin', Pussy Pattin' Lozada.
You know what?
What you
I got kids.
What you got? What else?
I got A1 credit.
What else you got though?
I got a business.
But what else you got though?
I got a wet motherfucking pussy. I'll fuck your nigga all night long.
Ooh. Okay. So, what happened with OG and Chad? Because I feel like Chad deleted a lot of them DMs before he sent them screenshots to Evelyn.
Nah, I saw that. Mm-hmm. I saw it too. And you gotta admit, Evelyn had those sheets of paper, bro. She had sheets of paper, and she was literally like, hold on, let me see. She was all like a guidance counselor, like, and you sit here like, but I did turn it in. I got it right here. I got mine printed out. Your document's old, and she's like, but it says right here.
It says right here you want to suck his dick from the back.
No, it doesn't, bitch. What it says is he said, do you want me to suck your dick from the back? And I said, bitch, do you want me to suck your dick from the back? And he says, yes. And I said, ha, 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 ha. Hell no, idiot. And she didn't show you that? And then she's scrolling and Evelyn, you said Evelyn aged about 10 years.
About 10 years in that episode. She looked like somebody's grandma at the end of that episode talking about, I got the screenshots.
I printed them off in a hotel lobby.
That means she took the time to leave her room,
email
that to herself, go down to the business center at the fucking hotel and say, hey, can I sign in? This is my room number. I need to print something, charge it to the room.
That little vein was popping out of her forehead.
She's like, oh, I'm going to show this bitch. I got some real receipts.
I can see her typing with her index fingers like this, like, getting this bitch, like,
3 copies.
3 copies.
goodness. That was like the highlight of Basketball Wives throughout the whole series.
Like
Yes,
I'll never forget. I'm never gonna forget that.
I watched every single episode up until this moment just to have this moment. That was
okay.
I need them questions.
Okay, I'm gonna give you back your magic list. All right, so what happened between OG and Chad?
I feel like Chad said, I want a deep sea dive in that booty. And OG was like, Chad, you so crazy. I'm going to save this for the future, though.
Yeah. They never had an encounter, they never had an encounter with each other. And I'm not saying this just because I saw the show, obviously, but no, they never had an encounter with each other. But he has spent money on her. Like when they did go out to eat, like as friends, he was spending money on her. So it's not like she didn't. They weren't strictly platonic. She knew that he was interested in her. And if she was going out with him while she had a boyfriend or whatever, she knew what was going on. Like she knew.
She knew he wanted to hit, but she was just I'm gonna get this free meal and some of this attention and flirting. Yeah,
I get that she was hesitant about really dealing with him because she knew like he wasn't really into her. He wanted like he was attracted to her, but he wasn't like into her like that.
Who
like,
she is, just
right?
Physically.
Exactly. She was gonna. What was gonna end up happening was she was gonna be put in a situation where blurring the lines was going to cost her a friendship because you played the home girl, you done hung out with this dude so much, you had sex with him, and then you still friend zoned, even though you went there with him, and you might catch some feelings because that's just how the shit plays out. Mm-hmm. Now he was persistent, and the other thing is he's now worried. He's really, really worried right now, like because of everything that's transpired. Evelyn is angry with him for setting her up to look like that.
Because you can delete your DMs, but you can't delete the other person's shit. So OG still got them original messages.
He's not sure if he's into OG anymore. Like he's trying to fight off. He's trying to be angry about it, but he still wants to. She's likable, and he still wants to have sex with her. But he's trying to be angry about it. Kind of like he's trying to find somebody to blame. Mm-hmm. It's weird because Evelyn's angry with him because Evelyn's angry with him because the ammunition the evidence that he gave her to discredit OG didn't discredit her. And so Chad is like to blame. She's also mad because he's like, she's like, why were you talking to her? Like you was cheating. It's complicated right now. Like, and he doesn't know who to direct his anger towards. But I feel like
that's who you're going to be mad at. You need to be mad at your penis. That's what got you in this trouble. You and your dick got you in this trouble. Because if you weren't typing all nasty in the DMs, you wouldn't have had no DMs to delete and have Evelyn no ass out there printing out DMs at 2:00 in the morning when she's supposed to be asleep.
Hit the skull emoji if this reading is frustrating you.
I'm frustrated.
Okay, we're going to next.
That damn dick. Okay. Did Evelyn feel vindicated when she stayed up at 3:00 in the morning printing out them DMs to show the That shit was in color too. She paid a good penny for that. It was like 25 cents per page.
She was stressed out. Like she was stressed out because she was just kind of like, she's like, she knew the first thing is like, she's like, I know I'm going to look some type of way for being in contact with with my abuser. And she's like, but I'm gonna feel. She was feeling vindicated because she's like, I'm gonna show how trifling this woman is. Like she was trying to like sleep with my abuser and then trying to throw it in my face. Kind of like, how was she like? She had already planned out like what she was gonna say. She planned out her entire speech in her head. She's like, she's trying to mess with me by coming at me about like that's my abuser. He did this to me, and you were not only trying to sleep with him, he's curving you, and you still trying to do it. You thirsty. Just because he was just contacting you doesn't mean that he wanted you. Like you were after him, and then you want to throw it in my face and lie. Like that was where she was gonna try to roll with it. So she's feeling all these emotions in that moment, and then the vein was popping out. Okay,
and she was sleepy because she was up late trying to print off them damn DMs.
Did she wake Shawnee up when she was tiptoeing back into the room after printing off them DMs?
And then she charged it to Shawnee's car.
Shawnee, you got $3.
I need to print something.
Girl, what you gotta print? Bitch, I'm gonna show you in the morning.
Just make sure you tell the cameras to be there.
Nigga, you ain't gonna believe this.
I got copies for everybody in Malaysia. Hand them out, please. She stapled them too.
And then Malaysia was like, oh, and I was just looking at the DMs and I was just completely disgusted. I was like, oh my gosh, how could this happen? Like, if you like talk to like Evelyn's husband back then, you probably talk to my man right now. What if OG had DMs of Shaq sliding in Evelyn's shit?
That's a lot. There's so many layers on this.
All right, moving on.
I'm sorry. I still picture Evelyn like dead sleeping, just waking up. I'm about to go print out these DMs.
Exactly. I can see it like, no, and then she gonna run down the stairs too. Like she, you know when she get mad. Mm-hmm. I can see her holding on to the rails, going down the steps. Looking like this the entire time.
Oh man. Okay.
The light from the computer screen bouncing off her forehead. Like I can see it.
She's falling asleep because she woke up. She's trying to click. Okay. Did she regret slapping the shit out of her vagina on camera?
They said somebody told me that she was slapping it just to make sure she still has some feeling in it. I was like, no.
Bye. I can't. She did hit she hit the shit out of her vagina. I winced. I was like, oh my goodness, that looks painful.
She probably orgasmed.
Maybe, yeah. Hopefully, as hard as she was eating it.
I got the card for peace, the card for the ancestors, and the card for the Hierophant. She feels vindicated. She's like, I did everything that I said was true.
I got a wet motherfucking pussy.
She's like, everything I said was true. And the card for science, the card for the hangman, the card for lust. She in that moment, she's like, I expressed myself how I expressed myself, and I meant what I said, but there is so much other stuff that she's going to say that there was so much, she's going to say there were some vulgar things that OG, that were edited out, that OG was saying about her vagina. Maybe she called it like, oh, it's riding or something. And she was like, I'm letting her know that there's nothing wrong with it. Like she's trying to call me broke, saying like, I'm old, it's not worth anything or whatever. And I'm letting her know, like, this is what I got going on. I mean,
boom.
There's no, bitch, it's not Lake Geneva, it's science. If a penis meets friction, when a penis meets friction, it's going to ejaculate. Whether the pussy is wide, it's dry, it's cold, it's long, or it's tall, or it's deep, or it's wet. As long as there's some friction there,
I gotta put out them damn DMs.
What the fuck? I was wondering what the fuck you was doing. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Wait, what was the question? Right. Did she regret?
All right. So the last few cards, the card for cruelty, the princess of this, the card for pleasure. No, she doesn't. She feels she's standing in what she's like. She feels like what she did was the right thing to do. She doesn't regret it. Like, even if people are trying to tease her about it, she's like, no, you don't understand. Like, because the other thing is that the other people in her group are like, that's just the audience. They didn't see it. You know, you're good. You know, next season. Like,
gotcha. Okay. So finally, before we leave Miss Lozada, how does she feel about Black people? Because she's come out of like a lot of scrutiny, a lot of fire, whether or not she's Afro-Latina, whether or not she's allowed to say the N-word. How does she identify herself, and how does she feel about Black people? Shawnee, can I put these printouts on your card?
She feels like she's Black. Like, that's that's it. She feels like she's Black. She's like, she's not straying away from that. I got the card for the Hierophant, the Star, the card for Lust, the Queen of Dis. She feels like she's like, I'm Black. I've worked as a Black woman. I have Black friends. I've seen myself as Black. That's how she's gonna say it. But also at the same time, she's going to ask, like, why are people bringing this up about me right now? And I've always like identified as Black. And I feel like there's like a few moments where she said that, or, you know, promoted her Blackness, and she's going to bring those up or say, hey, I've always been saying this, like, you know, because she said it 1 or 2 times back in the past.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. I can respect that. All right. So on the whole subject of Blackness, let's segue into Miss White Woman herself, Stacey Dash.
Okay.
Right.
Because she filed white on that police report.
Okay, so how does she feel about her stepchildren? Because supposedly this whole incident started between like her and her stepdaughter, some type of argument.
What are Stacey Dash's feelings towards her stepchildren?
Did you hear that 911 call? Maybe. She sounded like them kids was about to give her a nervous break.
Did she sound like a white woman or a Black woman?
I'd say she sounded kind of like a white woman. But because I knew she was a Black woman, so maybe my ears are a little bit biased. I don't know.
I need to hear the 911 call.
But she saw them kids were driving. They probably told her she wasn't white.
You ain't my mama, you Black. You a Black.
That's probably when she pushed that girl. I ain't no Black bitch.
Oh, so she can't wait till they graduate and get out the house. Like, she's in a marriage where she loves the husband and she loves the idea of having stepchildren, but she does not like the children. She feels like they talk too much. She feels like they are disruptive at school and at home. And she also feels like that little girl that she was into it with, she feels like she's boy crazy and going to get herself into a lot of trouble. Like popping Miley and she's sweating. Woo! And she like 17. And so her husband spoiled the hell out of them. So like his failure to discipline them is what upsets her. And he has relied on the mother to be the disciplinarian. I get that Stacey, this is probably his second marriage. And they had the children are co-parented. But yeah, this is what I'm getting. It's like she doesn't really care for him.
Okay. Okay, so what happened the night of their domestic dispute?
What happened the night of their domestic dispute? The cards are saying that Stacey Dash didn't even pinch a bitch.
Damn, Stacey.
I'm just playing. I'm lying. Okay, no, the card. Okay, so I got the Queen of Dis, so this is Stacey Dash. Then I got the card for Worry, and I got the card for Virtue. So this is a fight over money. And it's a fight over money that is owed to Stacey Dash.
Bitch better have her money. Bitch better have her money.
And a relationship that was ruined. A relationship also. I feel like this girl may have taken money from Stacey Dash or taken something valuable from Stacey Dash, and I also feel like Stacey Dash is responsible for the reason that this little girl is single. That she encouraged her dad to get this girl to break up with her boyfriend. All right. So Stacey Dash doesn't want this little girl to get pregnant. And she feels like Stacey Dash is operating more like an older sister than a mom, and so it's like a fight between. It was more the energy that I get is like a karmic fight between two sisters that are still dealing with the fact that like Stacey Dash is always older, is always going to know more, and this younger girl feels like she's always bringing in her dad, or you're always bringing in dad to mediate, and he takes your side on things. The other things that I'm seeing here are that they have a son, and I get that like she doesn't get along well with him either, but I feel like he is more studious and he works. He also has a job, so I feel like he wasn't there to help. I feel like he wasn't there to help keep them away from each other.
Okay.
But I feel like he's got like 4 kids.
Okay. Is this their first physical altercation?
Is this their first physical altercation? No, but I also get that the dad has also fought the son sometimes. Like it's like this is not their first physical altercation. This is Stacey Dash's first time having to get physical, but this is like in the family, there's domestic disputes all the time. Not all the time, but quite frequently, things can get physical.
This isn't their first time.
And
this isn't completely out of the norm, at least. Okay, so what's the future for Stacey Dash and family?
Hold on, I have to kill a bug. That's an ant. Okay.
Whatever it is, it ain't no more.
All right. So what's the future for Stacey Dash?
Yes, what's the outcome for this whole situation?
They're gonna stay together. She's not gonna divorce him, but she's staying with him for money.
Makes sense. She ain't working.
She ain't.
She hadn't been in no movies, no shows. Her little TV show or whatever she was doing on Fox News, that's been over.
She must have been difficult to work with. Hit the skull emoji if you support Stacey Dash. The future of their family. Where is she married? Whatever state she's married in, she's trying to stay married long enough to where like she can be straight.
I think
he's wealthy.
Yeah, he's like some type of lawyer or some shit. I think they arrested her in Florida, so I'm assuming they're married in Florida, but I don't know. They could just be living in Florida.
Yeah.
But if she's trying to stay married until it's in her favor, it sounds like they got married in California. Because I think California is the state where you can get half of everything and alimony or some shit like that.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, that's all I got for Stacey Dash. You want to add anything?
You need a job on Mario Kart.
Elaborate.
She got a train wreck of a life.
Ooh, metaphor. All right, we got one last person. Do you know who our last person is?
Bitch, grab your man when you see Kaya. Call the cops when you see Kaya. Bitch tried to diss, but she lame and she finished, but she about to feel the wrath of a menace. Bitches, I hit them up. Queen Kaya. Who did the viewers request? By
Pink wig, big ass,
bitch. Get by. Nicki Minaj?
Yes, Nicki Minaj.
All right, nigga Minaj. All right, we're finna do Nigga Minaj.
Okay, is she really married? Like, that's one of the things. Because supposedly she got married. I know she said she was getting married. Court papers were filed and shit like that. So did she go ahead and marry that man that be in the videos with her just standing around?
Did Nicki Minaj marry a child molester? I mean, a sex offender? Is Nicki Minaj married to a sex offender? I don't feel like they are. I don't feel like they're married yet. I don't feel like they're married just yet. Even if there were documents filed, I don't think that she's. I don't think right now they are married. I feel like there's a prenuptial agreement that needs to be
worked out.
Yeah, I feel like they're still back and forth negotiating about that.
No, that's right.
He really wants to be married. He definitely proposed to her.
Of course he does.
They're engaged.
That's a check.
And if he can get a baby, he can have a cash register like Evelyn Lozada. I mean, I don't see it as. I'm not saying them as really married. Maybe a spiritual marriage, but I feel like they're waiting on some. They're waiting on a document or something. It's something that's holding them up from making it happen. Something that hasn't been signed, but if there was an application filed, they need to go ahead and complete the rest of the paperwork.
Okay. All right. Is she?
I also feel like part of this, like she's leaving it nebulous to drum up attention too. Like
okay. Well, I'm gonna piggyback to the question I was about to ask, but since we are talking about drumming up attention, is she really retiring from music, or was that just something that she threw out there to kind of get everybody like, "No, Nicki, make more music"?
Is Nicki Minaj gonna retire from the music industry?
You all right? You look like this reading is making your stomach hurt.
It is. Like I mean, it's not really making my stomach hurt. I'm just disappointed. See, I'm disappointed in Nicki Minaj.
I can understand that. Like 10 years ago, you couldn't tell me that this would be the current state of Nicki Minaj.
Well, I'm disappointed in her because she's like going on 40, and I'm disappointed because she's going on 40, and I would like her to have a partner that's equally yoked to her, economically, socially. He's a fucking felon.
And like recent
a registered sex offender.
Like this nigga last stint in jail was like either 2018, early 2018, or like late 2017.
He's a criminal and he's a deviant.
Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, but he ain't got no money, Nikki. He ain't got no money.
And the stigma that's attached to him, that's now attached to you, is awful. And I'm disappointed in her because I'm just like, I couldn't leave my child around a sex offender.
Right. That's
so. How are you going to allow him to co-parent with you?
That's why they said she was retiring, because she couldn't leave the kids with him.
Well, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. It's like I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
I couldn't. No. Offender. And I would feel like every time we're having sex while we're pregnant, he thinks we're having sex with the baby. Like I would be fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
It's something about that that's completely disappointing to me, that she's not sensitized to this problem in the same way that I am. Mm-hmm. And I was expecting better of her, especially trying to be a role model to
Black women.
Yeah, to Black women. You know, I don't think that Black women are going to make decisions like Nicki Minaj to, marry and date a sex offender, but I don't think that most Black women are going to make the decision to marry and date a sex offender. But I definitely was hoping that Nicki Minaj was going to show that it's possible to find a partner whom you love and your fan base will love, and they won't cause people to go like this when they see them.
I can understand that. I can respect that. Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
She had so much more creativity to explore. Like she had so much more creative talent to use to attract a different type of mate.
Yeah. I get that you used to be a little boo back in the day, but you're not the same person from back in the day. You have a lot more to lose. You have a bigger impact. Your decisions have a bigger impact.
What's the Nicki Minaj question that I was supposed to be answering?
Is she really retiring from music?
Is Nicki Minaj really retiring from music? No, she's still going to be. She may not make another album for a while, but she's not retiring from music. I see that she's going to be featured very heavily on young men's records. I see a lot of features, and I see her getting adjusted to that sort of, having that sort of notoriety.
Okay.
And I'm also saying here that she's not willing to bow out, because I feel that there's like she's been in competition with women, yes, but I also feel that there's going to be a beef that starts with a man that has her worried, like something that ends up happening or that's said about her, and she gets very aggravated by that, and she's going to try to keep a foot in the industry. And I also get that she's going to try to clarify what her retirement sounds like after this man launches this criticism at her.
Okay. Speaking of criticism, I'm wondering if what you're talking about ties into my next question. Did Nicki escalate the beef between Drake and Meek Mill? Because I know Rick Ross came out and said some shit like he told Meek to beware of niggas, some shit like that. And then like it started coming out like Nicki was in Meek's ear, like, you gonna let that nigga say that shit to you? You ain't gonna say nothing? So I'm curious. Did she escalate that beef?
I cannot. She's the originator of it. She's the originator of that beef. I get the card for Victory, which is pretty much Jupiter and Leo. So this is excessive dramatics, it's excessive theatrics that she wanted to see happen. She wanted to see the fireworks, but she also needed to feel at the time that Meek Mill was going to fight for her should she ever be disrespected. And I get this. That was something I feel like Meek Mill was going to not so much as let the disrespect slide, but she was pumping him up and hyping him up because she felt that Drake was had been out of pocket with her in a way. And then I get the Sun card. So this is talking again about Nicki Minaj feeling as though she needs to communicate or broadcast her animosity towards Drake to the public, but she did it through Meek Mill. And then the Sun card is also indicating that she needed the sunlight to shine on her. She needed people to look in her direction, even if they're not looking at her, because the Sun card has two people on it. I get the card for the Magician. The card for the Magician is talking about her manufacturing this, her creating it, and trying to create a timeless moment through, again, the Magician being ruled by Mercury, through communication, through mass communication at that. And then the card for Interference, which is very obvious, which is talking about Nicki Minaj interfering between the two of them. And they could have, like, Meek Mill may have been able to just overlook the beef, but Nicki Minaj did get him to retaliate.
She was in his ear and shit. Gotcha. Okay. So what is her relationship with both of them like currently?
Okay. She doesn't have a relationship with either one of them. I think Drake, she doesn't really have a relationship with either one of them. Like, I feel like with Meek Mill, she doesn't have one because of the breakup. I get the card for Worry and I get the card for the Lovers. So because of the breakup, they don't really speak to each other. With Drake, the card for Sorrow, the Knight of Cups. Drake is much more emotional and a lot more unforgiving. And I get that he has this, like, he will deal with Nicki Minaj in a friendly way, but he's only going to give her surface level conversations, surface level compliments. They're not going to be tight again. They can do business with each other, but Drake feels like he's like, I've dealt with snakes before and I know how to deal with this one. But then Drake, anyway, Catch-22.
Okay.
I mean, Pot Collar and Keller Black, not a Catch-22.
All right, I have one last question. Is she or will she be pregnant?
I feel like she is, and she's waiting to announce it. I feel like she is, and she's waiting to announce it. I feel like it'll be probably another 3 months, like the beginning of, like, late into the year, the beginning of 2020, when she's speaking out about it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm so disappointed. Look, Nicki Minaj is going to hell.
It ain't even up for debate.
That's it. That's been it for the show. I can't do anymore. At least Cardi B didn't make it this week.
Yeah, I did. I was gonna ask him. It's like she always like every week. We need like a week where we don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Anyway, this was fun.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
I was glad to have you on. All right, you all. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to this week's episode of The Prayer Room. I'll leave you with these words of wisdom from the rapper Dreezy. Gave mercy to these hoes. What would Jesus do? I am your host for today, Negzo/Dr. Shakir. I want to see you all next week for another episode of The Prayer Room.
All right, doctor. Okay, doctor.
Pink wig, thick gas, make them. Bye.
Bye. Look at what you just saw. This is what you came for. I'm a motherfucking monster.
All right, y'all. That's the end of today's show. We are tired, and thank y'all for tuning in. The HD versions of this are going to go on YouTube. They're going to go out starting tomorrow, so you'll be able to see it on YouTube tomorrow, and you all got the full live version today. We're also going to post it's something else I'm supposed to be posting. I'm trying to think. Some more celebrity readings. More solo celebrity readings are coming to you all tomorrow as well on Patreon. Kenya Moore, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Tamar and Lonely Love, Cassie. So gonna begin there. So hope y'all enjoy it. Be on the lookout for those readings, and I will see you all later. Thank you all. Bye.